How did one man rise from a starving orphan on the Mongolian steppes to build the largest contiguous empire in human history? His name was Genghis Khan, a leader feared by kingdoms, admired by warriors, and remembered as one of history's greatest conquerors. This is the incredible story of the Mongol Empire. Around 1162, a boy named Temujin was born on the endless grasslands of Mongolia. No one could have imagined that this child would one day change the course of world history forever. When Temujin was only 9 years old, his father was poisoned by a rival tribe. Abandoned by their own people, his family was left to survive alone in the unforgiving wilderness. Hunger, hardship, and danger became part of his everyday life. As a teenager, Temujin was captured by a rival tribe and forced into captivity. But he refused to accept defeat. In a daring escape under the cover of darkness, he won back his freedom and began the journey that would change history. Instead of fighting endless tribal wars, Temujin offered something revolutionary: unity. Through loyalty, courage, and brilliant leadership, he brought rival Mongol tribes together, creating a powerful force unlike anything the world had ever seen. In 1206, the Mongol chiefs gathered in a great assembly known as the Kurultai. There, Temujin received a new title, Genghis Khan, meaning the universal ruler. A new empire had just been born. Genghis Khan transformed ordinary nomadic warriors into the most disciplined cavalry the world had ever seen. Every soldier was trained to ride for days, shoot arrows with deadly accuracy, and strike with incredible speed. Their mobility became their greatest weapon. With his army ready, Genghis Khan launched his first major campaigns against the Yuan Dynasty in northern China. City after city fell before the unstoppable Mongol advance, proving that no fortress was truly beyond their reach. In 1219, after Mongol merchants and diplomats were killed by the Khwarazm Empire, Genghis Khan launched one of history's most devastating military campaigns. His armies crossed deserts and mountains, defeating city after city with unmatched speed and strategy. Within just a few years, the Mongol Empire expanded across thousands of miles. From the plains of Mongolia to the cities of Central Asia and Persia, Genghis Khan created an empire unlike anything the world had ever seen. The Mongol armies pushed farther west than anyone had imagined. As news of their unstoppable victories spread, fear swept across Eastern Europe. Kingdoms prepared for war, knowing that Genghis Khan's empire was approaching with incredible speed. Genghis Khan's victories were not based on strength alone. He relied on careful planning, intelligence networks, rapid communication, and strict military discipline. Every campaign was prepared with remarkable precision. In 1227, during his final military campaign, Genghis Khan died under mysterious circumstances. The exact cause of his death remains unknown, making it one of history's greatest mysteries. According to legend, Genghis Khan's burial place was kept secret to honor his final wish. More than 800 years later, his tomb has never been conclusively discovered, making it one of archaeology's greatest unsolved mysteries. After Genghis Khan's death, his sons and grandsons continued his vision. Under Ogedei Khan and later rulers, the Mongol Empire expanded even farther, reaching from the Pacific Ocean to Eastern Europe and becoming the largest contiguous empire in human history. At its greatest extent, the Mongol Empire stretched across Asia and into Europe, connecting cultures, trade routes, and millions of people. No other land empire in history had ever controlled such a vast continuous territory. Under Mongol rule, the Silk Road entered one of its safest and most prosperous periods. Merchants traveled thousands of miles across Asia, exchanging silk, spices, technology, and ideas. The Mongol Empire connected east and west like never before. The safety of the Mongol Empire allowed travelers such as Marco Polo to journey across Asia. His detailed accounts introduced many Europeans to the wealth, culture, and wonders of the East. After Genghis Khan's death, his grandson Kublai Khan became one of the empire's greatest rulers. In 1271, he founded the Yuan Dynasty and became the first Mongol emperor to rule all of China, combining Mongol traditions with Chinese administration. As generations passed, the vast Mongol Empire became too large to govern as a single state. It gradually split into four major khanates. Although they shared a common origin, each developed its own rulers, priorities, and identity. As the empire grew larger, governing it became increasingly difficult. Rivalries between different khanates, political conflicts, and local rebellions weakened Mongol unity. Slowly, the world's greatest land empire began to decline. Although the empire eventually fragmented, its influence endured. The Mongols helped connect East and West through trade, travel, and cultural exchange, leaving a lasting impact on world history. Today, Genghis Khan remains Mongolia's greatest national hero. His image appears on monuments, currency, and public landmarks, reflecting the lasting influence of the man who transformed a collection of nomadic tribes into one of history's greatest empires. The Mongol Empire no longer exists, but its influence can still be seen across Eurasia. It reshaped trade, diplomacy, and cultural exchange, leaving a legacy that historians continue to study today.
In the 13th century, ancient Mongol riders began to fade into modern cities. International trade routes connected East and West as cultural exchange flourished across Europe.
Centuries have passed since the age of Genghis Khan, yet the story of the Mongol Empire continues to fascinate the world. Its military innovation, global connections, and historical impact remain subjects of study to this day. To some, Genghis Khan was a brilliant military genius. To others, he was one of history's most feared conquerors. Yet there is no denying that his leadership changed the course of world history, leaving a legacy that still sparks debate centuries later. At its peak, the Mongol Empire united vast territories across Eurasia. It reshaped trade, diplomacy, and communication, connecting civilizations in ways that would influence the world for generations. Although the Mongol Empire eventually disappeared, its influence endured. It strengthened trade across Eurasia, encouraged the exchange of knowledge, and reshaped the course of world history. Even today, historians continue to study its remarkable achievements and lasting impact. From the endless steppes of Mongolia to the farthest corners of Eurasia, the Mongol Empire forever changed the course of history. Its victories, innovations, and legacy continue to inspire curiosity around the world. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe to Historivox and join us as we uncover the greatest stories in history.